What's going on, friends? My name is MTJX, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver for the Nintendo DS. In the last episode, we got started with the game, and now in this part, we're going to be continuing with the game. So, real quick, off screen, I trained my Pokemon up, so now we have Will is now up to level 10, yeah. So, we are going to go with this, and some of my stats are a little bit different because my game crashed when I was about to save, so that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck having the game crash on me right when it's about to save. So I actually have to replay through this game, and that was a lot of fun. Anyway, hey, it looks like their battle's over. I can actually avoid this first trainer if you want. You can actually go around this guy, but what's the fun of doing that? We're gonna go ahead and fight these trainers, shall we? Alright, I just lost, so I'm trying to find more Pokemon. Wait, you look weak. I look weak? Are you serious? How do I look weak? Is there anything weak about me that whatever, man, whatever. You say I look weak, man, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what's good. Will being a level 10, I have Ember, which is great. Ember is the first fire type move that Cynical learns, which is awesome. And there you go. See, I just proved to you, I am not a weakling right here. Sure, I guess. So that's the common theme of the game. Some trainers, not every trainer will have this, but some trainers, whenever you beat them, they will ask you for their numbers, because that's a thing. And sometimes some trainers will, you know, rematch you. Some will give you items, and some will just tell you advice and all that stuff. So that's cool. You won before, but you probably didn't win this time. This person is not a trainer. Don't worry about her at all. And this is our first bug catcher. So there are different trainer classes that are scattered throughout the Johto region. We just fought two youngsters, which both use the standard Pokemon, Rattatas, normal types, and whatnot. Now we have a bug catcher. Bug catchers, as the name implies, for their title class, they use bug Pokemon. Sorry for being too good for you. I'm sorry, I should not be saying that stuff. Welcome to a new route. So in this route, we have one new Pokemon that we can find here. We have a Bellsprout, which, you know, your first grass poison type, which is pretty nice. Ooh, that is weird. That's not natural. Yeah, Bellsprout's your first grass and poison type. Really nice if, you know, if you want to use some pretty cool Pokemon. Actually, not really. Bellsprout's not a really cool Pokemon. Bellsprout's actually terrible. Although I did use Bellsprout during my previous Pokemon LP, which is Let's Go Eevee. And yeah, it was quite a journey using a Bellsprout. And I had no regrets using a Bellsprout. I mean, I have some pretty questionable Pokemon that I use for my team, so I shouldn't really be too surprised that I have some that, you know, I call some Pokemon that I've used before bad, because sometimes, in a lot of cases, they are, but I try to make them look good, but I mean, does it work out? Most of the time, yes. Other times, not really. Anyway, we just explored a mini dungeon called Dark Cave. Dark Cave is your first dark area. It's completely optional. You will not have any reason to go there, unless you're just exploring it through the game. And that's pretty much it. In Dark Cave you can find some pretty cool Pokemon. You can find a Zubat, and you can find a Dunsparce. Dunsparce is new to Generation 2. Dunsparce is a 1% chance of finding, so if you want to look for a Dunsparce, then you're gonna have one heck of a time, and they're only found in Dark Cave. Alright, so I caught myself a Bellsprout. I didn't show it off because I am not going to be using Bellsprout, so don't worry about anything about you know, me not showing Bellsprout. There is a reason why I'm catching Bellsprout, and that's actually for the next city that we're about to head to. Anyway, here's Ethan. How did I get past you? I don't know. Maybe I'm really fast and you probably need to keep up or something. I don't know. But Ethan's gonna give us the VS recorder, which you know, you can record your Pokemon battles especially when you're playing competitive. So you know, you get to rewatch your really intense matches that you have with your friends, and it's actually really cool. I actually like that. It helps so that like people who do YouTube series where they just record where they do competitive battling. It's really awesome. Just watching. It's just really cool just watching the playback, because then you get to do like post commentary on what happened in this fight. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Too bad I'm not into competitive battling, so you will not be seeing me use that at all. Anyway, so the reason I caught this Bellsprout is over here at this house right here. If you go ahead and talk to this guy, he's gonna ask you if you have a Bellsprout. In return, he's gonna give you an Onix. So go ahead and show him the Bellsprout right here. And this is the trading system of the game. I actually like how it looks like here in this game compared to like second generation. Check this out. Unfortunately, though, with the layout of the video, it actually does not look as impressive as it's supposed to be. But trust me, this is so cool. And then it flies down. And there it is. There is Onix. The Onix name is Rocky. Take good care of Rocky. Yeah, a lot of the Pokemon have some pretty strange nicknames, but Rocky's alright. But for the most part, a lot of these nicknames are pretty, eh. A lot of times whenever you get traded Pokemon, they will have an item, which in this case, this Onix has a Person Berry, which is a berry that heals confusion, which is nice. Let's see, what else does Onix have here? Mud Sport, Tackle, Harden, and Bite. Okay, terrible news. Not gonna use this at all. Alright, cool. Don't have to worry about that. This Onix is a beast for the first gym. And what I mean by first gym, this right here is a Pokemon gym scattered throughout the Johto region. There are 8 gyms. This is the first of the 8 gyms. And you can take it on, you know, you can take it on like right away in the original Gold and Silver game, but this time around you actually cannot do it right away, and that's actually one of the major changes that they did for this game. And this is the reason why I said in the first episode that Totodile is not the best the best starter in this game anymore, because Sprout Tower, which is the dungeon that we're about to head up to next, is required. Totodile just has a hard time on Sprout Tower really early on, so that right there just makes Cyndaquil already like the best to use. Anyway, I'm gonna head over here to this route for a little bit. We can't actually do anything about this route right now, in this route, there is a Pokemon that I want to get over here, so hopefully we're gonna get it. So I'm just gonna run around and hope that I find this Pokemon. And while I'm looking for this Pokemon, I can go ahead and talk about the Pokemon that you can find in this route here. The first Pokemon that you can find here is Ekans, which is only found in Soul Silver. Ekans is alright. I'm not really a big fan of Ekans at all. So if you want to use Ekans, then great. Just letting you know, it's only found in Soul Silver. So you're playing along with me on Heart Gold version. You have 0 chance of finding one. Next up is Mareep, which is the Pokemon that I'm encountering right now. Mareep is a really good Electric-type Pokemon. It has the ability Static, which what happened to me earlier. Static is a move where is an ability where if a Pokemon hits you with a physical move, then the opponent gets paralyzed. Well, will have a chance to get paralyzed, and you know, in some cases that can be really annoying. Next up we find is Hoppip, only found in daytime. Hoppip is terrible. Do not use Hoppip. I'm letting you right now. Its move pool when starting out is terrible. Only knows Splash. If you want a Pokemon that only knows Splash, man, go for it. And then finally, you can find Wooper, only found in nighttime. Wooper is a cute, adorable, fish-looking Pokemon. It has the water-ground dual type, which is nice, but for Sprout Tower, not nice. So, you know, it's great. And actually, it's the only water-type Pokemon you can get if you're not using Totodile as of right now. And at this point, you probably want a water-type Pokemon. Alright, so for no really any particular reason, I'm just gonna name this Mareep Angela, and that is what we're gonna go with. So that is our second team member, and actually the way I have this team planned out, like I said, my team is gonna be similar to the team that I used back in my original LP. And so these are two Pokemon that I have using my original LP. But my next team member is actually planned to not be obtained until after the 3rd gym. Which is pretty late as of right now because I have no badges and I already have 2 team members. So we're gonna be running with just 2 Pokemon. We might be a bit over leveled in this case, but eventually when we get more Pokemon, it will balance out probably. So we're just gonna hopefully work with it. Anyway, if you go ahead and head over here, you can go ahead and talk to this guy right here, and he will give you the HM for Rock Smash. That's right, Rock Smash is no longer a TM. It is an HM this time. Thankfully, Rock Smash, usually like HMs, which are hidden machines for short, they are required at some point in the game. Rock Smash at any point is not required at all. It's an HM because, well, if you want to use... HMs are basically moves that you can use outside of battle. And there are some parts where you can use Rock Smash outside of battle in order to traverse through certain parts. And that's what Rock Smash is for. But there's not really any point in the game where you're required to use Rock Smash. Alright, I was gonna suggest I'm gonna do some training, but it turns out that well, I'm not gonna do any training. I think I'm gonna roll with this, so without further ado, let's go ahead and make our way inside the Sprout Tower, because that is required in this game this time around. In second generation, this was not required at all. This was mostly used for for training most of the time, but this time we have to do this. I actually don't know why they changed that, but it's, you know, it's not a big problem, because usually you probably want to go over here anyway, because it's always nice to have some extra experience. But I'm gonna let you know right now, the Sprout Tower offers some of the most exciting trainer fights ever. Alright, so there are some Pokemon that you can find here. It's actually really hard to encounter Pokemon. So if you make it out of this place with encountering at least one, then, you know, that's impressive. But you can find Rattatas in here, but you can also find Ghastly, which is only found at nighttime. Since I'm playing in the daytime, I will only encounter Rattatas here. really like the music. I really like the trainer battle music in this game. It's like this game has some of my favorite trainer battle themes. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Like a lot of this game's music is a banger. I sway like leaves in the wind. Yeah, shut up. So there's that guy accomplished, and now we're up to the top floor, and this is where the fights get a little more exciting. And if you don't believe me, well, oh man, these fights are gonna blow your mind. But anyway, we got 3 fights in a row, so here we go. I believe I ran to an encounter after all that. My goodness. Oh hey, look at this right here. Take this technical machine. However, you should care more about your Pokemon. The way you treat your Pokemon can be too harsh. Remember, Pokemon are not tools of war. He calls himself the Elder, but he was no match for me. Sure enough, those who lecture how you should be nice to Pokemon, they cannot defeat me. Strong Pokemon that win every time? I don't know, man. See that Totodile that I beat you with? Does that win every time? Whoa there! He has an escape rope. And here's my escape rope. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People and Pokemon test their bonds to build a bright future together. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between you and your Pokemon. Alright, Elder Lee. I swear I hope that they did not change this guy's name to Elder Lee on purpose, but you know, in the original game he was called Sage Lee instead, but this is Elder Lee. Elder Lee has 2 Bellsprouts, both are on level 7, Grass Poison have the Chlorophyll ability, they both have Vine Whip and, both have Vine Whip and Growth. Growth is a move that raises their special attack by a lot, which is going to help increase the power of Vine Whip by a significant amount, so it's quite an insane move if your Pokemon are, for whatever reason, still under level and coming into this fight. Next up is Hoothoot, level 10, normal flying type with the Insomnia ability, which means that if you attempt to put the Hoothoot to sleep, it will not work. He has Growl, Hypnosis, and Peck. So we can go ahead and send out Quilava because, or no, not Quilava, Cyndaquil, because you know, Angela is asleep, and now he's gonna put Will to sleep, and it's not gonna be fun. I can't believe this. What the heck, man? No, I can't get up. Oh man, I'm gonna get destroyed by this thing. Oh my gosh, I can't get up. What? I get destroyed by a crit? Oh man, that's not fun. Alright, I'm gonna have to heal up again here. Another critical hit! Oh my goodness! Critical hits have a 1 in 16 chance of landing, and the fact that I just got hit by 2 crits in a row is insane. Alright, Angela's now level 9, which is great. And now we have his second Bellsprout. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and use my other Cyndaquil here. And then there we go. Finally did it. Alright, that was a bit of a tough fight, but nonetheless, we did it. Whoa! Look at this! Wow! Will is now a Kolava. Good job, I'm proud of you. Not every starter evolves on the same level in this game. Cyndaquil evolves at level 14 into a Kolava, Chikorita becomes a Bayleaf at level 16, and then Totodile becomes a Croconaw on level 18. So Croconaw is the slowest one to, as far as like leveling up goes, Totodile does level up the slowest. So, you know, that's nice. But yeah, so that's the end of that. I just ran into like 2 more wild Pokemon on my way out of there. That's insane. Can y'all believe that? Oh my god. But anyway, yeah, I actually purposely did not use my escape rope to get out of there. Escape rope is an item that allows you to leave dungeons in a short amount of time, which is, well, instantly, basically. Which is nice, but I am going to save the escape rope for another place. As escape ropes are really expensive to get in shops, and I'm not going to be getting another escape rope for a while, so having that extra escape rope for a later dungeon will be helpful. But anyway, that is going to be it for this episode of Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And next time, we are going to be taking on the gym of Violet City. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.